Sarah, how's it going?
Good, Peter. How about you?
Not bad. I was wondering if you had a minute to talk about the new project we're working on?
Of course. What do you want to discuss?
Well, I was looking over the project plan, and I noticed that there are some gaps in the timeline. I'm concerned that we might not be able to deliver on time.
I see. Can you give me some examples of where you think the timeline might be at risk?
Sure. For one thing, we haven't finalized the design specs yet, and that's going to impact the development timeline. And then there's the issue of the testing phase. We're going to need to run a lot of tests, and that's going to take time.
Okay, I understand your concerns. Let me take a look at the project plan and see if I can come up with some solutions. In the meantime, is there anything you can do to help move things along?
Well, I was thinking that maybe we could schedule a meeting with the design team to get them on board with the project. And then I could start working on a testing plan to make sure we're efficient with our time.
Great ideas. Let's definitely set up that meeting with the design team. And for the testing plan, let's make sure we're focusing on the most critical areas first, so we don't waste any time.
Sounds good. Hey, have you heard about the company retreat next month?
Yeah, I have. It's going to be at that resort upstate, right?
That's right. I'm really looking forward to it. I heard there's going to be some great team building activities.
Me too. It'll be nice to get out of the office for a few days and spend some time with the team.
Definitely. Oh, and speaking of the team, have you had a chance to review the resumes of the candidates we're considering for the open position?
Yes, I have. There are a few strong candidates, but I think we need to do some more interviews to narrow it down.
Agreed. I'll schedule some more interviews for next week.
Sounds good. Thanks for bringing that up.
No problem. Hey, while we're on the topic of hiring, have you thought about our diversity and inclusion goals for the team?
Yes, I have. I've been trying to make sure we have a diverse pool of candidates to choose from, and I'm also thinking about ways we can make the team more inclusive.
That's great to hear. I was thinking that maybe we could set up some unconscious bias training for the team. And also, we could create a mentorship program to help bring in more underrepresented groups.
Those are both excellent ideas. Let's definitely look into those. Thanks for bringing them up.
Sure thing. Oh, and one more thing before I forget. Have you had a chance to look over the budget for the project?
Yes, I have. It's looking good so far, but I think we need to be careful with our spending in the coming months.
I agree. I'll keep an eye on the expenses and make sure we're staying within our budget.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Speaking of budget, have you heard about the new expense tracking software that the finance department is implementing?
No, I haven't. Tell me more about it.
Apparently, it's going to be a lot more efficient than our current system. It'll allow us to track expenses in real time and even automate some of the processes.
That sounds really useful. When is it going to be implemented?
I'm not sure of the exact date, but I heard it's going to be within the next few weeks.
Okay, good to know. Hey, have you had a chance to talk to the marketing team about the new campaign?
Yes, I have. They're on board with the plan, but they did have a few suggestions for how we could improve it.
Oh, really? What did they suggest?
Well, they were thinking that maybe we could add a social media component to the campaign to increase engagement with our target audience.
That's a good idea. Do you think we have the resources to make that happen?
I think we can make it work. I'll talk to the social media team and see if they can help us out.
Great. Oh, and speaking of resources, have you heard about the new software that the IT department is rolling out?
No, I haven't. What's the software for?
It's a project management tool that's supposed to make collaboration and tracking easier for the team.
That sounds like it could be really useful. Do we have a timeline for when it's going to be implemented?
I'm not sure, but I can check with the IT department and get back to you.
Okay, thanks. Hey, before we wrap up, I wanted to ask you about the team building event that we're planning for next month.
Yeah, what about it?
I was thinking that maybe we could do something more unique this year. Like, instead of just going out to dinner, maybe we could do an escape room or something.
Oh, that's a great idea. I've always wanted to try an escape room. Let me look into it and see if there are any good ones nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks for considering it.
No problem. Alright. I think that's all for now. Thanks for the chat, and have a good day.
You too.